Hey guys, coldbrew here. Welcome back to another video. Today we are showcasing Warcraft Rumble, which is the proud sponsor of today's video. So thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you do like the game, there will be a download link in the description and comments of today's video. This will be the official first video on the channel for Warcraft Rumble, showcasing like an initial beginner's guide for the game. You will be able to find a download link in the description and comments of the video to play along with me and enjoy the season 6 of Warcraft Rumble. It's an amazing game featuring the characters that you love and play with in the whole world of Warcraft. If you've ever played World of Warcraft or Warcraft 3 or any of the Blizzard games, then you will find characters that are familiar to you. If not, then you will still love them. Do not worry about it. This is a definite enjoyable game that I actually play more so on my mobile phone, but for now, for recording purposes, I'm playing it on PC. I will be featuring multiple videos on this channel showcasing this game since I do enjoy it, and it also is a sponsor, so it's like a win-win situation for me. So before I show you guys and start talking a lot and explaining stuff, I'd rather just show you on how this works and how battles work so you can understand it very quickly and how the fights go within Warcraft Rumble. There's many different situations and scenarios that you can dive into. So I might as well show you guys the most simple one, which is basically doing quests in order to upgrade your units. And this is one of them. This is, well, not really a quest. It's basically beat the enemy. And then with that, you gain some materials which you need in order to upgrade your characters, your cards. Well, each card is a character card which helps you upgrade them. So let's get started. Click on start. Now the battle's going on. You'll see on the bottom side where my units are, you see a 4 cost there. That is a cost of gold that I'll need to actually farm, and with that I'll be able to drop down multiple different units. And what I'm doing right now is just dropping lots of units in order to establish some dominance here. You see already the red ones, those are the enemies, are doing quite a lot of work against me. They seem to be overpowering me, but hopefully we'll be able to just dominate them. I am actually I think I should be able to beat this one, since usually these quests are on the easier side, but we'll see how this goes, since this is like a special type of battle because of the Dark Moon Fair that also exists, which is like an event that is going on at the moment, where the chests which you see on the map, those actually give you some special things happen on the map, to say it very simply. So as you can see, I've just thrown everything I have. The cost for each unit differs, and usually the higher cost units have more power, but with that comes in the cost to, well, placing them down. So you have the maximum of 10 costs that you see at the bottom. That's the cost of gold. Then the cost of each unit you see right there. So do I just drop the smaller ones and just overwhelm with multiple targets, but then I might just get wrecked because the enemy might have something that does big AoE and just kill everything in one go. So here, this is just a whole lot of mess, if I'm gonna be honest, with all of these enemies and allies that I have. All of these are basically because of these chests which spawn different effects. So you might be overwhelmed by just looking at all of these, but I am winning, guys. Do not worry, I'm just rushing here. All of these are enemies that I'll have to beat in order to finish this. So now it says all minutes cost 3. What I should do is just start dropping in my biggest units, which usually have like a 5 or a 4 cost, and drop them for a 3 cost, okay, and not my smaller ones, because those would actually be like a 1 or 2 cost and now costing 3. So that was a very quick fight, guys, and I wanted to show you on how the battlefield looks and how the feel of the game looks, and also the audio. You gotta play it with audio to enjoy it even more. So here we got a victory. We got some combat experience for one of our shaman. My shaman is like a ranged unit plus a healer, so it's a win-win situation again with that. So there we go. I finished this quest. I get 432 experience for my witch doctor, which basically casts curses on enemies. And with that, the quest is done. And you can simply just keep on spamming these quests and gaining experience for the units which show up here. And then you pick on the unit that you want. Let's say Karen Bloodhoof, or your shaman, or your ogre mage, and you get 432 on that specific unit, and then plus something random usually at the end of the fight. So that is a very basic thing on how the battle looks. This is where you will be exploring. Each part of the map is a different battle that you'll have to beat, a different enemy with different encounters and specific strategies that you got to do, and then even after you finish those, there's even more rewards if you use a different hero to beat that, and in different units also together with that hero. There's also this Darkmoon Fair thing that is going on at the moment, which gives the rewards. I won't dive into that. You'll see that on your own when you actually install the game. So how does this look in terms of, well, where are my units? These are all the units that I have unlocked at the moment. I have unlocked multiple different heroes, not all of them, and each of them has like a different level depending on which ones I use more. They have like a higher level. So my Karin here has a level 15, plus all my horde units have higher levels because I play with those the most, plus some alliance units which I use. So if you're not familiar, there's horde and there's the alliance within the game, plus there's other factions as well which we might consider, like the undeads. There's the Blackrock faction. So there's many things to dive into, but all of these have their own different specialties. So there's spells which you can use on the battlefield, so they're not units. You use different spells such as this one. I'll show you guys. This is the execute spell. You see it on the screen there on how it works. You basically use it to just do a lot of damage on a single unit. You saw that big axe fall on top of that dragon there, and that's how it works. And then as you level this one up, it unlocks different skills to make it even stronger, such as bloodthirsty, killing spree, overpower. So think about it. Think about all the combinations which you can do with these specific talents to unlock on each one of your either heroes or your cards or your spells. So there's a lot of depth in this game, and it's a lot of fun if you think about on where you can take this. So this is the army that I'm using at the moment. You saw it in battle. I use different units such as this guy right here, the Dark Spirit Troll, which kills ranged units pretty quickly, but it's very squishy. So if somebody comes close to him, he's basically one shot. So he's good against enemies if he's got somebody in front to protect him. Then let me show you. I have also this one here, the Griffin Rider. You guessed it, is a rider on the Griffin. He just throws in axes on enemies and just kills them. If they cannot beat not range units, flying units, then you're okay. But if they can beat flying units, you're in trouble, because again, this is kind of a squishy unit to have. Then we have these ones, the bandits, the Defiance bandits. These are stealthy heroes which can go actually and steal chests without really being noticed by the enemy. So that is how the advantage they have. They are also one cost unit, which is very advantageous in terms of just applying pressure on an enemy, plus this talent that I have on them, which, as you can see, on death, stun the target for 3 seconds. This can be very useful to stun high cost enemies for 3 seconds. Just think about it. So I'm just showing you guys some of the cards that I have. I don't want to show you everything. You can unlock higher levels as you play through, and you have a collection level. The collection level is here on the top. I'm at collection level 22 at the moment, and your goal is to get this collection level going as high as possible, because this gives you more rewards as you play the game. You get more experience from everything, from the XP boost, from the tomes, from quests, from new unit bonuses. You get more experience just because of the collection level that you have. And how you get that up? Basically by upgrading your units. And usually when you unlock a unit, that you get the most amount of collection level. So if it's the first time you ever unlock a unit, you get the most amount of collection level. And how do you get the new units? It's basically with this grid right here in the store. Okay, this is the grid. This is called the grid. As you see, these are all units that I have already. That's why it says +1. But I'll show you guys something that exists here, which is called the recycle button. So I recycle everything here. We'll get some new stuff dropped on the board. It's fine. I don't have a new one to use, but you can see here there's different units that I have. And let's say I wanted to buy something. When you buy like a 1-star for my common mountaineer, when I buy this, basically this will just destroy the horizontal and vertical sides of the board. But I'm totally fine with that, because boom, look at that, more rewards have dropped in here. Plus this one. This is like extra XP which you can get. You don't need to buy this. What you do is, if you buy a unit here, it also gains this experience as well. So if I get the 1-star for common earth elemental, or for this one, the smoke bomb, then I can actually acquire this XP for it as well. So it's a pretty good way to do that. And if you don't want to sacrifice this one, let's say you buy this one and you don't want to sacrifice this one as well, you can actually move it with 5 gold cost, which you see there. You move it to the left, and that way it's protected from just the explosions that you saw earlier. So that's one of the things that the shop has. Is of course the money value offers, which you'll see, and then there's some free stuff which refresh every couple of hours, which you can pick up. Then there's XP, which you can buy here on daily offers using gold, and gold you farm through doing quests, daily quests, and also beating new areas in the game. So this is basically the shop and almost everything. There's dungeons which you can beat, and these dungeons have specific scenarios in order to beat them, and if you fully clear them with one of your teams, then a more difficult version will show up with higher level enemies against you. So it helps you gain more experience for your horde leaders, because for this week we have the horde week. A matching leader is required to enter this dungeon, so you use a deck from either of these 3 horde leaders and you'll be benefiting. So my current is actually the highest. I should farm this, but I'm not going to show you this since it's a little bit more difficult than anything else. So I've shown you the quest. There's PvP here as well, which PvP is, you guessed it, you fight enemy players. Enemy players can be quite difficult to beat. You won't be beating every single game, guys, because remember, if you beat every single game, the others will be disappointed. There is a challenge fighting others, and there's different seasons, and we are currently on PvP season 6 with different modifiers. I should say modifiers. Yeah, modifiers is the better word, which these modifiers change throughout the season. And for now we have the dragon towers, clean fight, and adrenaline rush for the duration of the fights. The fights usually go 2 minutes, and then an extra minute comes in if nobody manages to beat anybody. Extra minute with basically increased gold generation, which allows you to drop in more units and basically try to rush your opponent, and the opponent has the same benefits, by the way. So it's not like it's helping you win. There's also the guild, where the guild basically you join up forces with others, and what you do is there's collective quests which you can complete, and then these quests you just claim and pick up freebie rewards. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let me do this guy, getting some levels, and you'll see on the top this blue bar is loading up because that's my collection level. So slowly but surely I'm gonna be gaining XP. I want to get my current to a higher level, my shaman as well, since I'm using shaman a lot lately. I found him to be much more powerful, so that's how you get some easy XP. So you see these blue areas right here, these are areas which show up, I believe, every couple of days, and these are not quests but different encounters which you can do within the game. So these give you 60 gold, as you see here, 60 gold, and this gold is used for the upgrades which I showed you earlier. The problem with this, guys, is that you won't be using in this version of it, there's 2 versions. So in this version you won't be using your own cards. You will be using basically cards set by the game in order to make it like a challenge. And then on this side it's basically different again, like modifiers which exist in order to beat it. So here it says gold mines and treasure chests regenerate gold very quickly, so you'll need to be throwing in your miner very quickly. So let's try this one. I'll be using my deck which I've showed you earlier, but without all that mess of the extra stuff through the chests because of the Dark Moon Fair event. But I'm still gonna show you guys on how everything works here. So let's get started. There's the miner there. I'm gonna throw in my own miner. I want to kill the enemy miner, hopefully, but we'll see how that goes. So I'm dropping in my 4-cost unit. This is going to be like a big tank to hopefully kill at least like 2 of those. Let's drop in shaman as well. Might be all right, I'm gaining the gold here. No, you see, I tried to gain the gold but wasn't very successful because oh boy, not doing that well. So let's drop in some range units here. Let's try to take advantage of the left side And the right side, we'll see. We'll see if I'm gonna be able to beat it. This guy is mining like crazy, so he's already winning. So, could restart it, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. He got advantage here by just having lots of miners here, where he was protected. So it was very easy for him to just take control. It's gonna be difficult for me. I need to start mining there in order to gain some gold. Oh, he used the range unit over there. Yeah, that was not nice. Possibly have to restart this. We'll see. Yeah, you see this big golem? He just wrecks me with those flying units. The enemy took control very quickly of the gold generation, and that's a strategy. If you gain control of like the economy very quickly, so you don't allow the other person, the enemy, to get gold, they won't be able to drop in as many units as you can, and it's a very easy way to win, and that's a very nice PvP strategy. But this time I got wrecked by the by the PvE encounter. But we're gonna try this again, guys. I told you this is not an easy game. There's easy fights, but you gotta put it in your brain sometimes. So here we're just gonna do the same thing. We're gonna drop in more units in order to establish some gold dominance, I guess. That's what he did. So look at that, he got 2 gold immediately right there. And now I'm gonna start farming gold also here on the left side. So once I start farming the gold, I should be okay. So I'm just farming this. I'm farming this. So here. Alright, let's see what's happening there on the left side. Left side's looking interesting. Ooh. There's my Karen. Revived. That big golem is wrecking me, guys. Told you. This is not like an easy thing. So he's gonna take control. If I don't kill his stuff. Another big golem? I mean, come on. Right. Let's drop in a miner here. He's got lots of control over that side. So here I'm gonna try and drop the range unit. See, we managed to kill that. So, ooh. No. Okay, I killed it. Dropping some big units here to keep control of this node. And then dropping in units like crazy. Okay. I think I established control. This was not easy. Not even close to being easy. Wow. Alright, let's drop my big units. That's my Karen. That's my basically leader. He's a strong boy. And this golem just takes like 1,000 hits to drop. Wonder if the shaman can hit from there. No, that's not the shaman. That's the witch doctor. So, all right, as you can see, it gets messy, but I took control of this left node, and it basically led to success. Right, the other guy had this node, but probably didn't have a miner, or if he did, he just didn't take advantage of it properly. Obviously, because it's like an AI, right? I bought. So, but sometimes also, if you don't get lucky and get the right sequence of stuff on the bottom side, you're in trouble. So now I'm just rushing everything. I'm just throwing small units. As I get the cost, I'm throwing the unit just to overwhelm the enemy, but he's like at 10%, so I should be good. Dropping everything as I go. And there we go. We finished it. And I get my 60 gold. Look at that. Some experience for my witch doctor, which you saw, guys. He's so good. 2 cost. He does like a curse from far away. And lots of damage. I love it. Love that one specifically. So boom, there we go. Easy one. And just like that, I finished the first one. You finish all of these. Every time they pop up, you get all that gold plus some extras if you do the whole thing. And this one's with specific armies, and it's It's a very enjoyable game, guys. There's a lot of depth into it. I just showed you one hero with like 6 cards that I use. There's so many different units, and with season 6 coming in right now, it's the perfect opportunity for you guys to play the game and try it out. There's going to be a download link in the description and comments of the video. Check it out, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. I will keep on making videos for the other game that I showcased, but also I will be doing videos for Warcraft Rumble alongside. So keep an eye on the channel and you will be seeing more videos on Warcraft Rumble. And before we close off, a big thank you to Warcraft Rumble for supporting the channel and sponsoring today's video. So make sure you download the game. There will be a download link down in the description and comments of the video. So make sure you click on it and download the game to check it out. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.